Hello दोस्तों, this is Aniket Pal and today we will discuss the Hindu newspaper editorial कि how to read newspaper an article and how to increase your reading accuracy and speed and share my experience that I am a great aspirant. So let's start the Hindu newspaper. Before the start the editorial news, I told you that a meaning difficult you feel if a meaning difficult to you, so you click as and web search, so you will find the meaning and it is the solution. Asantosh, dis disaffection. So let's start the news. Frozen sedition. In a substance below in the favor of the free speech, and Supreme Court has effected suspend the operation of the sedition providing in the country's penal law. All pending trials, appearance, country and the proceeding with respect to the charge charge formed under the section 124A to keep in the abeyance. It has said in a order that will bring some welcome refer to those calling for the abrogation of the section 124 of the IPC, which criminals any speech, writing or the representation that exceeds and disaffection against the government. The court has recorded it the hope and the expectation that governments at the center and the states will refer from the registering any fresh case of section sedition under the section 124 of the IPC or the continuing with any the investigation or the talking any coercing meaning under it. The hope and the acceptation arise uh, from the union government's own substance that it has uh, decided to re-example and the reconsider the provision as part of the Prime Minister's effect to the scrap outdated laws and compliance burden the perhaps realizing that its order may not be enough to deter think the skin and the big tech vindictive governments and the political plant policy offers from the invoking invo- invoking it against the detractors and the dissenters. The court has given liability to the people to approve the injurious decision court if any fresh case is registered for the sedition and the side in there the support the present order at the well as the union government's stand. But the sedition law is the being the precedental mis, mis, misused has recognized years ago, and courts have the pointed out that the police authority are not the handing and the limitation imposed by the 1962 constitution bench of the Supreme Court on what constitution section the court had upheld the section on only by the reading it down to meet that is the applicable only the act innovation innovating the intentional or the tendency to the create the disorder or the disturbance of law and the order or the inex- incident incident incitement the violence in practice police have been using the broad definition of the section to book uh, anyone who criticize the government its strong and the striding language. The question now before the code is the whether एक मिनट strong to strident language. The question now before the court is the whether it ought to be the overrule a decision rendered by a five-judge bench 16 year age ago. If it choose to do and the strikes down the section 124 as an unconstitutional restriction on free speech. It may help the largest case of the prevention misses of the provision relating to the speech-based offenses. However, the government may choose to prevent such a situation by the mending it so that the offense it is narrowly defined to convey only the act that affect the so, sovereignty, integrity, and the section of the state as the reportedly pro recommended by the panel of the expert when the government submitted that was the revisiting the provision on the its own. It was the expected only and the indefinite postponement of the hearing on the constitutional validity of section 121 124 but it must now be heed the spirit of the order and the take the effective step of the prevent its the misuse. Thank you. This is the Hindu newspaper editorial.